Hello and welcome back. I am Lisa and this is North Star Energy Healing. Today is Wednesday, February 14th. It is Valentine's Day for those of you that celebrate it. I hope you have a wonderful day full of love. This message today is not going to be like anything else that I've ever done. It was put upon me yesterday, late day, evening, this morning when I woke up, that Mother Mary wanted to come through with another message about love. Not surprising since today's Valentine's Day. And she did come through with a message of love previously. However, this time when she was talking to me, and maybe some of you don't know that she is my healing guide when I'm practicing my quantum energy healing, my quantum Reiki. She is the one that's my main guide that assists me with healing. And you can believe it or you don't have to believe it. When she appeared, when I received my attunements, I was just as more surprised than anyone else could have been. So she wanted me to get a message out there kind of about judgment versus love. So this morning I was researching some things because she was giving me bits and pieces of things in the Bible about this particular thing. So I'm going to go ahead and give you this message. Please, if you don't want to listen to it, just click off and don't watch it. But we will be pulling some cards at the end of this from some oracle decks that Mother Mary wants me to use. So first of all, judgment versus love. Jesus's message, and I've said this over and over, was love all and judge none. Overall, if you look at all of the stories, that was what he was here to do. Love all, judge none. Now I'm going to give you a couple of, I'll tell you what the chapter is, and then what the quote is that I found, that I looked up based on Mother Mary guiding me. So in John 13, he says, "As I have loved you, so you must love one another." In John 15, he says, "This is my command, love each other as I have loved you." In John 4, there's this story about the woman at the well, and it's a long story, so I'm not going to tell it. I'm not a preacher, so I'm not going to tell the whole story. But long story short, basically he got to the well and asked the woman to give him a drink of water. And she said, "How can you ask me for a drink? For you are a Jew and I am a Samaritan. And Jews don't associate with Samaritans." And then the story unfolds and he gives her a drink and then he tells her about the living waters and, and that whole thing. I mean, it's long. But the whole gist of that was he had no judgment. It didn't matter that he was a Jew and she was a Samaritan. She was a person and he loved her. Okay, so that was another story. One of my absolute favorite, probably my absolute favorite story in the Bible is in Luke 8, and it's the woman who had bled for 12 years, and a crowd was around Jesus, and she reached out and touched the hem of his garment and was healed instantly. And then, he said, who touched me, because he felt his power going out of his body, to someone. And so, that's also another long story, several paragraphs. And in the end, she revealed herself and said it was me. And he said, "Daughter, your faith has made you well. Go in peace." So what happened there? She really healed herself because she believed that by touching his cloak, his garment, his clothing, she would be healed. Okay, believing, having faith. And again, he had no judgment about her, about who she was, about anything she'd done, about her situation. And in that story, it says that she had spent all the money she had on doctors and physicians, yet she touched his cloak and was healed. And then in John 14, this is where Jesus talks about the powers that he has, we have. "Whoever believes in me will do the works I have been doing, and they will do even greater things than these, because I am going to the Father. So at that time, he knew that he was going to be getting on the cross and going back to source, back to his Father. And he said, we all can do what he did. We can love, we can heal, we can have faith. Okay, so hopefully nobody is going to I'm just telling you what the Bible says. So, and Mother Mary is the one who told me that I needed to do this. So no judgment, but love in all of these things. And then as far as another thing that has been laid on me is why people say that what we do as readers, as psychics, as mediums, as healers is evil. That, when we say that we hear things, people put in insane asylums for saying that they heard messages. Oh, Joan of Arc is a famous story about that. But also is Moses at the burning bush. So Moses is at a bush and he's hearing messages. And is that not the same or similar to us listening to our gut intuition or listening to our guides? To me it is. Mother Mary, an angel, I think it was Angel Gabriel, came to her, appeared to her, and told her that she was going to have a virgin birth, that she was going to have a son. An angel appeared to Gideon to give him strength. Angels appeared to Abraham and Sarah to tell them that they would have a child, even though they were well past, Sarah was well past the age of childbearing. An angel appeared to Hagar in the desert to give her hope because she ran away because she felt guilty about something. I don't know the Bible backwards and forwards. I have read it 4 different times. I read the Women's Devotional Bible twice, and I read the Max Lucado Bible once, and I read the King James Version once. But I don't have all those things memorized, okay? So there are some examples of judge no one, love all. Some examples of listening to our gut intuition, listening to our guides, our angels, so to speak. Most people say we have guardian angels. They're there to help us. And our gut intuition is kind of how we feel that. And then after this, I set my phone down after doing some research, and Mother Mary just started talking, channeling through me, I guess, giving me messages. And again, if you don't like this, please just click off it. I really don't want to get any hateful comments. I made a commitment to do what I was led to do by my guides. So I'm coming to you with love, with kindness, with a pure heart of wanting to get information out there to help all of us evolve, raise our frequency and raise our vibration. So Mother Mary said, I'm so tired of humanity judging each other and holding their love back. I'm asking you to remember Mother Teresa and the love and compassion that she showed to everyone. She did not pick and choose. She did love those that humanity deemed unlovable. And that is true. You can look that up. Please share your love, loving others, any others. This cannot do you harm. In fact, your own heart will heal. When we judge others, we judge ourselves, for we are one. We are all part of Source, God, if you prefer to say that. Jesus said, and this is loosely quoted, "What you do to another, you do also to me." We are Him, so we do it to ourselves. Do not judge, but love instead. Okay, and there's also that Bible story about entertaining angels unaware, where it says, and there have been movies made about this and books written about it, that a homeless man on the street that you help could be Jesus. Well, we all have that God spark inside us. We all came from Source, right? We are all together in this earth walk, in this, earth school, so to speak. So, she hopes, her hope is that through me and the messages that she gives me, and I'm sure many others, that we will awaken more to loving one another, to stop judging one another, to spread love and kindness and peace. That is And if you do, believe in the Bible, believe in Jesus, then that's what he would want us to do. Now she's giving me the what would Jesus do? He would love all. He would judge none. Okay. All right, Mother Mary and any other guides that want to jump in and help us here, please let's have a card for this Valentine's Day love don't judge reading. I hope none of you think that I don't know. My guides have repeatedly told me to stop worrying about what people think about me, to follow my purpose. And my purpose is given to me by my guides, by my soul, by my life path, my purpose. Okay. This deck is so long for my fingers, sometimes it's hard to shuffle. Okay, what do we want for a card today? Not we, but what do we need, I guess. Not what we want. Reconciliation, that came out yesterday, or the day before, whenever I did the last reading. So that's mother and child. Not surprising, right? When Mother Mary has a hold of this. Channeling this reading, Gentleness, St. Francis. Hi, Grammy. Some of you know that I've said this before, that after my grandmother passed, I was given the message that whenever I see St. Francis of Assisi or see his name or anything about him, that's my grandmother letting me know that she's with me. And my grandmother was a great example of loving all and judging none. Oh my goodness. She was the type of person who never locked her doors, and she said if somebody comes in here and takes something, then I guess they needed it more than I do. I mean, oh, my grandmother, I loved her so much. I miss her. I mean, she's still with me and she lets me know it. Anything else that we want? Mother Mary and guides and anyone who's here. Any other cards that we want to give the people watching today? I don't know why I'm not confident enough to just record myself when I'm channeling those messages. When it happens, I just write it down and then I read it, because I don't know, I guess I need to have more confidence in myself that when that comes on, when Mother Mary or the dragons or my guides or whoever says they have a message, I should just record it. But I'm human and I still have doubts. Anything else from this deck? I feel like there's another card, but usually I'll know if there isn't, because the feeling just goes numb. Like it's okay. Okay, thank you for staying tuned. Whoever of you is still tuned in, thank you. Reconciliation, and this is a picture of a mother and child with butterfly wings. Remember the source of love. A loving action is all you need to begin the process. Reach out with a simple first step. So there's somebody out there who needs to reconcile with someone, because this message has come through twice, and now it's coming directly from Mother Mary, to reach out and mend that relationship, okay? And she's also asking me to tell you now, she's not saying reach out to an abusive partner that you've left, or, not to put yourself in danger over reconciliation, because, sometimes we can't reconcile that. We have to reconcile with ourselves that is over. Any type of relationship that puts you in danger, physical, mental, emotional danger, you don't want to reconcile that one. She wants to make that clear, okay? This is for maybe you're estranged from your daughter, your mother, your father. I know this well because my father passed away when we had been estranged for, I think, 7 years. And I was devastated, absolutely devastated. And the weird thing was, the month before he died, I kept getting these messages, like feelings that I wanted to get in touch with him again. And again, my ego, remember that message with the Two of Swords about your ego? That had to do with reconciliation. And that was when I listened to my ego more than my guides and my loving self. And he had moved from Connecticut to Arizona. I knew that he was in Arizona, but I didn't know. Anyway, so I was sending cards, I was sending letters. They were coming back, returned. And then I think it was the following April that I finally called another family member and found out that he had passed away in August. So a month before he died, I was getting the messages to get a hold of him, and I didn't listen to my gut enough. I didn't, anyway. So that's an example of a reconciliation that, should have happened for me, but I let my ego take over. Okay. So the next card is gentleness. Oh, wait, let me show you this. I'm sorry. Did I show you the card? I can't remember. This is reconciliation. Look. Isn't that a beautiful card? Remember the source of love. The source of love. Gentleness. Strength is gentle. True kindness has wings. Love in action endures. I mean, Mother Mary is giving us these perfect cards. And I think of that as St. Francis because he loved all animals. That was one of his things. He was a very gentle monk. He was very gentle, loving, kind soul. And that's what we're just talking about. That was Mother Mary's message. And then the last card is power. This is a dragon card, so the dragons are peeking in as well. Power, and it's the 4 elements. Call upon the elements. Focus your intentions. The greatest dragon is within you. Now, why would we get this card? Why would we get this card on a message of love and non-judgment? Why? Because I'm being given, sometimes it's really hard to do this reconciliation. It's really hard to love everyone when people are unlovable. We had this conversation in a previous message. We need to call upon our stronger selves, our strength. We need to call upon that power within us to go ahead and love people that we may not feel or think, or our egos say, I don't want to love them. They don't deserve my love. We can always send love. We don't have to go up and hug and kiss a person. We can send them love without being right there with them. So we need to call on that power, that strength, to bring forth our loving hearts, our loving selves, right? Our non-judgmental selves. That's why that card is there. And the dragons are saying also, we want to remind them that we also come in love. We are strong and powerful and not so much like Mother Mary or Mother Teresa, but we also come in love, in peace, in kindness, in caring. Although people don't think of us, when they think of a dragon, they think of fire breathing and, destruction, but that is not our hearts, they're saying. Our hearts are pure. Our hearts are loving. Our hearts are protection. Wow. All right, let's get an animal. What do the people need to hear from for an animal spirit? And then we will close this off. This unconventional message where I'm following my guides and I'm following Mother Mary and I'm doing what I'm asked to do. Regardless of, I guess, people that will not like it. I can't help it. I have to follow my purpose. I hope that you all do find a message in here that you can carry with you. I hope that Mother Mary has helped me to plant the seed of love and non-judgment. Okay, what's the animal that would help us today? Eagle, mastery. You are on a spiritual journey beyond the sky. Let go of the past and soar. You are guided by the winds of spirit. Your wisdom inspires the world. Exactly. We need to let go of our past judgments, our past arguments, our past disagreements. We need to let it go. Just let it go. Is it that important? Is it that important to stay estranged from someone simply because you have a difference of opinion? No. And Mother Mary, as well as the dragons, are saying, you don't have to think exactly like someone else in order to love them. We all have different experiences in this life, different opinions, different things happen to us. And our journey is not like anyone else's, but it doesn't mean that we have to judge the other one. I'm sorry they're telling me they want a card from the Starry Beginnings. But Eagle, mastery, master those emotions, master your ego. Your ego is good for some things, but your ego is not necessarily good when we're trying to be non-judgmental and loving, right? Our egos help us to give us motivation, to get up, to do our jobs, to do certain things, but the ego is not necessarily the thing that we need to call on when we're speaking of love, okay? It's our hearts, our souls, our gut feelings. Okay, Mother Mary, dragons, and guides, what's the card from the Starry Beginnings deck that you'd like us to have today, please? Thank you so much for this message. I, for one, appreciate it. I need to also be reminded from time to time. I'm only human. Sometimes my ego gets in there. Sometimes I do start to judge another. And I'm more trained now to where I can pull that back, rein that in, ask for, forgive me. I didn't mean to do that. I need to send love to this person, not judge them. And believe me, I know there are unlovable people in this world. I've been through a lot in my life. A lot. So I'm not going to get into it, but you can imagine. And I've really had to dig deep. Okay, there's 2 cards they wanted me to pull out of there. You are being called into service. Believe in your own guidance. What a fantastic card to get after everything we've been talking about. That's a number 5, which is change. And it is an absolutely beautiful card. Look at it. Look at it. We could think of this as the God spark inside us, that white light that gets brighter and brighter and brighter. You are being called into service. Believe in your own guidance. And then we have number 32, 5 again, change. All is at your fingertips. What has been created by one can be had by all. The message was, we are all one. We are all one. That was Mother Mary's message. Look at that. Again, source love, source. All is at your fingertips. What has been created by one can be had by all. Remember that you're on a spiritual journey. You're on a spiritual journey, okay? Reconciliation, gentleness, call upon the power of the dragons and the elements to help you get more into that love and set your ego back, okay? You're being called. Believe in your own guidance. What has been created by one can be had by all. You could be that creator. You can create a vortex of love, and it can be had by those around you, right? Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for continuing to watch my videos. I go where I'm led. And I truly hope that you all can feel my love, okay? I love you all. I love every living thing, plants, animals, people. And my purpose is to spread this and open people's hearts. I feel that so deeply, okay? Peace and kindness every single day.